Hi guys, welcome to my new ASMR video. I'm sick at the moment. Oh my god. I've probably got an ear infection. I've got a fever, almost 38 degrees. I just checked. I've got a freaking cough. I've got everything. Probably an eye infection coming in as well. So, living a very nice life at the moment. But today I still have to go back to the military camp. Doesn't matter if I'm sick. I just have to go to the healthcare thing tomorrow, so I don't have to participate in the service. Because at the moment I really can't participate with the fever and stuff, so it's not nice. But as you've probably read the title, I know what my service length is now and what my job, my task in the military will be, what I will be trained for. Now, let's just say, I did not want this. So I got a service time, and I got a task that I did not want, okay? In Finnish, we call this a sausage. Nakki. If someone gets a job, a task that they didn't want, they didn't ask for, it's a sausage. Nakki. So I got a sausage. Yeah. And now you definitely want to know how long I will be in the military. Is it 165 days? Is it 255 days? Or is it 347 days? Which one is it? Well, it's 347 days. Yep. I have to serve the longest time you can. This sucks. I will be getting out of the military next year on June 18th. June 18th of 2026 is the day I will be out of the military. Yeah. It sucks a lot that I got the longest service time. I did not want it, but I just happened. And what my task will be in the military is a goddamn truck driver. What? In Finnish, it's sotilaskuljettaja. That's like a soldier driver, delivery person. Okay, we drive not the biggest trucks, but we drive trucks like these that are on the screen. Yeah. I really do not know how I got this task. I said to the captain that this was the last thing I wanted, and for some reason I got it. Very bad luck. Very bad luck. Basically all of my friends got away with half a year. But, yeah. So if you don't know how it works, is that basically the tasks go by the military's needs. So if the military says that they need, I don't know, 40 drivers, 20 medics, 10 missile people, there's people who want to be in those roles, so they apply for them. And if not enough people apply to be, I don't know, a driver, then they just put random people on those spots. And that's exactly what happened to me. Not enough people wanted to be drivers, so they just randomly picked people, and I was there. Yeah. So yeah, it kind of sucks that I have to be in the military for such a long time. It's kind of fun. I can at least see the new recruits coming in. I won't be getting a higher rank or anything like that. That's the problem of being a driver. You're still going to be the lowest rank, and you're going to be there for a year. I'm not even going to be promoted. Maybe to corporal, but I don't know. It's possible, but I don't know. What do the drivers do in the military? Well, they basically don't do a whole lot. Usually, when the new recruits come in, we basically just drive them to different trainings, practices, stuff like that. We drive them. We deliver food and stuff like that. That's basically what we do. What is good about being a driver is that you have to get you have a minimum sleep time that you have to sleep when we're camping in the forest. There's a minimum time for the drivers, so you cannot wake them up in the middle of the night and say, hey, go secure that tree over there or something like that, like do that. You can just say, no, I'm a driver, I have to sleep because I'm a driver. So yeah, it's very good. That's a good thing about being a driver, is that you have to, so you can sleep a lot. I think drivers have a pretty bad reputation. People see them as lazy. I mean, there's like a stereotype of drivers, that they're very lazy, they're very fat, unathletic, racist, everything like that. I can say most of that is probably true. Yup. But I'm gonna try to be different. has different freaking illnesses and stuff like that. It's really hard not to get sick there, even if you have very good hand hygiene, which I do. I'm freaking washing my hands 24/7 there. But you cannot avoid it. I've stayed relatively healthy though. I've been in the military now for 9 weeks or 8 weeks. I think it's the start of the ninth week now. So this is the first time I'm actually kinda like actually sick. That I don't feel like I can participate in training. So how it works is in the morning I will go fill out a paper that just says that I'm sick and that I cannot participate in training. And then later in the day I will be receiving a call from the medical center. Basically just they ask me what type of symptoms I have, blah blah blah. And then they may ask me to come down to the health center so they can check me out if I have an ear infection or a fever or something like that. And then they give me a number of days that I can basically stay away from training. So they give me like these vapautuspalveluksesta. So give me these days that I don't have to participate in training. So they might give me 4 days of VP, 4 days of vapautuspalvelukset. So for 4 days I don't have to participate in training, which means that I can just sleep all day and stay in bed all day. Yep. Now, it's a bit of a problem because, people may think that you're not actually sick and you're just doing it because you don't want to participate, you don't have motivation. But in this case, it's not. But it's really hard to prove it to some people that you're actually sick. But I am actually sick. I freaking just checked my fever. I don't feel that good. My right ear is so clogged I can't hear anything out of it. My throat hurts. There's mucus and everything. It sucks. It really sucks. I would like to participate because it's very boring just staying in bed all day, but I cannot because if you don't take these like sick days off, you're never gonna get better. You're gonna be in this infinite loop of being sick and sick and sick and sick. You're never gonna like fully recover. So I have to take it easy, and I cannot go do very physical stuff right now when I have a fever because there's a very high chance that I'll develop the sickness into something way more, critical, more dangerous, and that's nothing to joke about. So I really have to take it easy now, and I already felt sick late last week. In the morning, I was kind of felt something in my throat. You know that feeling when you start getting a sore throat. I kind of had that feeling. I didn't think much of it, but that day we had the longest march we've had before. It's because we moved units, and there's a lot of people who will be promoted, who will be future leaders in that unit. So there's a lot more like physical stuff that we have to do, even as drivers. Before we get the driver's license, we have to participate in those future leaders trainings, basically. So it's a lot more physical. We had the longest march, and I did it basically sick. We marched for over 30,000 steps, which is a lot of kilometers, almost 30 kilometers. And I was freaking down. I've never been so tired in my life because I probably already had a fever. And it was definitely not a good idea, but I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to go home that weekend. If there's enough people sick in the unit, then we're not allowed to go home on the weekends. Because it's like, there's like a sickness going on in the unit. We have to like basically a freaking lockdown, okay? So we don't spread the virus, and obviously no one wants that because we want to go home every weekend. But I didn't want to tell anyone because I wanted to go home, and everyone wanted to go home. So hopefully this week I'm allowed to go home, or next week basically. But otherwise I'm doing just fine. I'm not feeling completely down. As you can see, I can still record a video and stuff like that. Now my mom is making freaking sounds in the background, sorry about that. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you that I will be in the military for a year. Yes, I am a driver, and yes, I'm sick at the moment. I will be giving you announcements later. So yeah, what I will be doing for the next days in the military is just chilling in bed and hopefully healing to a certain point when I will be, healthy again. Anyways, thank you so much to everyone who watched this video. If you did like it, make sure to like, subscribe, and my members, they're all being rolled over there. Thank you so much to all my members who still are members after me not being very active on social media. It's because I don't have time. I was in the military now for 2 weeks straight. I was not allowed to go home during the first week. So yeah, kind of sucks. But thank you to all my members. Really appreciate you. If you want to join as a member, that's only $1.99 some special stuff if you want to try. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll be seeing you